I caught up with the highlights last night, and Furuhashi was unbelievable. We had watched the game last Thursday night when we were in. I thought he was excellent, and he went up another few levels yesterday. I think he's going to be a real top player for Celtic this season, and he looks like a player that's full of confidence and a real team player. You could see it in his celebrations when he scored. It wasn't just about him, and all different types of goals is what he's scoring.
Barry, it's quite a difference. What do you make of the player himself?
Yeah, listen, I watched the highlights the same as Leanne, and I thought his second goal, any young striker, go and watch the second goal, the movement. He made a slight movement towards the front post and peeled off to the back post, and it's all about the movement. I'm really impressed with him. It's early doors, but it looks of Celtic have got a real prospect on their hands. And again, 4 goals in 2 games. He's shown that. I think it was £4 million. At this stage, he looks a bargain. But I was really impressed, not just with the finishing. I thought his movement, his all-round play was excellent yesterday.
Kyogo's name was on everyone's lips, it always is with a hat-trick. I mean, what a way to start your home debut. Here is Postecoglou speaking about the player.
He scored 3 goals, he probably could add another 2 or 3, but it wasn't just that, it's his movement, it's his work rate. I'm sure that he'll get a lot of confidence out of that, and the players will around him. He's a clever player, and I still think there's more to come from him.
More to come,
well,
he says.
You never really know, but he's a little bit more mature. He's 26 years of age. I've watched his development firsthand in Japan, and every year he just got a little bit better and a little bit more mature, and I thought if anyone could handle it, he could, in terms of his temperament, because he's just had this real narrow focus of becoming a fantastic footballer, and whatever challenges he's going to have here, I'm sure he'll be able to overcome.
They became a poor team very quickly last season, Barry. Is it game on again with Celtic up against Rangers, or is it too early to say?
So of course it's game on. It's early doors. Yeah. I mean, we're only 2 games in. We're not going to get carried away. I'm sure the Celtic players and the Celtic fans won't, and the same with Rangers. We obviously the defeat up at Tannadice, but one thing about Furuhashi, it's his movement that impressed me. You ask any defender, they hate playing against strikers who are constantly on the move. And that's what he was in that game against Dundee. He gave the Dundee defenders nightmares.
Would you use that as footage with some of your strikers?
I was talking to Leanne. She's now getting into the coaching side, the big bad world, the coaching side. That's something that I would always show my strikers. The movement. It's the second goal. Listen, a lot of people will look at it and say it's a very simple cross and a very simple finish, but it's the movement of Furuhashi that makes that goal.
It almost makes Christie's mind up as well, and I think that's really important. A lot of the time, I think the modern day player, especially I see it a lot with young players, is that they're waiting for somebody else to make that decision. His movement yesterday, Christie does really well on the left hand side. Brilliant run, brilliant piece of play, but then you've got to get that final ball right, and he makes his mind up for him because his movement shows him exactly where he wants the ball to end up, and he's got the pace and the awareness to go and do it. But the manager mentioned temperament there, and you saw that even after he scored. I think Legston's, the goalie, was holding on to him a wee bit with it, and he just let go. There was no retaliation, there was nothing in it. It was almost like he thought he was being nice to him. I think he was trying to wind him up, but there was no bite from him at all. He's just wanting to go and celebrate his goal and get the hard work done.
Tell Alexa to launch Go Radio or listen on the Go Radio app.